Yeah, the reality is we did a study with Deloitte. Actually, we're getting ready to update it. But we needed to identify another 2 million workers between now and 2030 to be able to fill all the jobs that we need, keeping in mind that we have a lot of baby boomers and eventually those of us in Gen X are going to retire, right? So we need a replacement, right, for, younger workers to fill some of those roles. And so, we're going to need to identify another 2 million people. That and the reality is right now we have 616,000 manufacturing job openings, right? So we already are in an environment where the number one issue amongst manufacturers, small, medium, and large, is the inability to attract and retain talent.
Yeah. Now, I know it's not sort of an economic question, but have you seen any strategies or approaches that companies are using to break through that talent barrier?
This is what the Manufacturing Institute does, actually. So, a large part of that is we need to identify new groups of folks. We can't just keep thinking we're going to be able to recruit the same old way, right? The reality is the labor market is tight. Everyone is looking for workers, and so we have to find ways to differentiate ourselves from other folks who are working and looking for the same people, right? And what I like to think is we're competing with non-traditional players, right? We're competing with the service sector, fast food workers, Amazon, other companies, right, are also looking for some of these same workers. And so we've got to make sure we stress that manufacturing is a cool job, right? It's highly technical, right? And so it's not non-skilled work anymore, right? It's a lot of technology and automation, and so we need really smart, sophisticated people. It's a pathway to a career. So talk about culture, talk about all those other things that helps differentiate us from some of those other players. But the other part of it is we've got to go out and we've got to recruit more women into manufacturing. We have a nice program to do that. We're trying to encourage more military veterans to move into manufacturing. It's nice, really transferable skills that can really play well in manufacturing. We've got to look differently at second chance, right? Employees and other groups, right? And so, and diversity and inclusion. So there are a lot of different ways that we need to really widen the net in terms of the folks that we're recruiting. The Manufacturing Institute also does Manufacturing Day every year. So the first Friday in October is a day which it's not limited to that day, but where we encourage our members to open up their doors and try to show young folks and their parents and guidance counselors how cool manufacturing can be. And so I think the short answer there, Adam, is we just got to think differently.